Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today let's talk about something every forex trader, whether a professional or a beginner, has to know: forex market hours. Now, you probably heard people say forex market is open 24 hours, and yes, technically that's true, but it doesn't mean the market is always the same. Some hours are slow, boring, some hours are crazy and active, while some hours can literally break or make your trade. By the end of this video, you not only know when the market opens and closes, but also know the best hours that you can use to trade and the more profitable hours for yourself and others. Now, let's dive in. The 24-hour nature of forex trading. Alright, so forex is unique compared to the stock market. The stock market in Nigeria, the US, and anywhere in the world is fixed and has fixed opening and closing bells, but forex is decentralized. This means banks, brokers, traders, and people all around the world are trading at different times, which make it 24 hours open and from Monday to Friday. That might sound cool, right? But here's the catch. Even though you can trade at any time, not every time is a good time. Alright? Liquidity, volatility, in simple terms, how many people are trading and how the price is moving can change depending on whatever session you are trading. Now let's dive into the major trading sessions that there are in forex market. Now, there are 4 major trading sessions that you can actually see out there. Alright? Number 1 is the Sydney session. This is the quiet one, and it often kick off trading weeks on Monday. With low liquidity, spreads can be wider, and honestly, most traders don't see big moves in this session. The second session is the Tokyo sessions. Now, this Tokyo session opens around 12 a.m. GMT. This is the Asian session. Here, you see actions like pairs, USD, JPY, AUD, USD, NZD, USD. It's more active than the Sydney session, but still not crazy and not as volatile as the other sessions that we are going to explain. The other session is the London session. Now, this session usually opens around 8 a.m. GMT. Now, this is where things actually heat up in the forex trading. London is the forex capital, and a huge chunk of trading volumes happens here. You see fast move, big spreads, tighter spread, and more opportunities to pick trades in this session. Number 4 is the New York session, and of course it's the US session. Now, this session overlaps with the London for a few hours, and that overlap is often considered as the most explosive time to trade forex. Big player steps in, the economic news drop, and price can fly in minutes. Now, this is the time whereby the big players actually step in to trade. Alright, it is the most explosive and the most volatile session that you can trade. Yeah, that is same market, different personalities depending on the session. Now let's break it down. If you are a Nigerian, you use the West African time. You need to adjust your time from GMT by adding 1 hour. For example, the London session starts at 8 a.m. GMT in the morning. That's 9 a.m. in Nigerian time. Knowing this will actually help you to trade more effectively and trade the market when it's most active. Let's look at the table. We trade these sections. There are the Sydney session, the Tokyo session, and the London session, and also the New York session. The Sydney session opens at 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning for GMT. In Nigeria time, that's 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. by adding 1 hour to this time. This session is usually the quiet session and usually the starting of the trading week. Okay, it starts the trading week. No much activity is actually carried on usually in this session. Next is the Tokyo session, which usually starts 12 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning GMT. In Nigerian time, it's 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. by simply adding 1 hour. Alright, the Asian session is actually has medium volatility, which means it does not have as much volatility compared to the London and the New York session. The London session opens the market at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. In Nigerian time, it usually starts 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's the most volatile and it often overlaps with the Asian session. The New York session opens the market at 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. In Nigerian time, it opens at 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. It is the second most volatile market and usually overlaps with the London session. Now let's talk about the gold mine hours. Now here's the real gem, the overlaps. When London and New York overlaps, that's roughly around 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. GMT. The market is at its most liquid and volatile state. If you like action, this is the prime time. The Tokyo-London overlap is shorter and less dramatic, but can still bring movement. Think of it like this: when more traders from powerful financial centers are awake and active at the same time, the market gets supercharged, prices move faster, spread gets tighter, and opportunity shows up. Okay.
Session overlap. Session overlaps are where things actually get extremely exciting in trading. The London and the New York session usually overlaps between 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. in Nigerian time. This usually is the most liquid and volatile time in the market, perfect for short-term trades and scalping, especially if you trade major pairs like Euro to USD, GBP to USD, or gold. Now let's look at the London to Tokyo session. The London to Tokyo session overlaps at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. while the London to New York session overlaps at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. in West African time.
Now, we're going to talk about when it's actually advisable for traders to trade. Alright, when should you trade? Now, you might be asking, okay, that's cool, but when should I actually trade? Here's a simple way to look at it. If you like a calmer and more predictable moves, you choose the Asian session and it might be good for you. If you want things like volatile and big moves, focus on London session or the London New York session overlap. This is where the London and the New York session actually overlap. And if you want strategy, if your strategy depends on things like the news, the US session is actually the New York session, which is the US session, is actually majorly better for you because the US economic actually reports the hits. The key is to match your trading style with right market hours. Don't just trade anytime because the market is open. Choose your battles that you want to fight.
The best time to trade forex in Nigeria. If you are trading major pairs like the Euros to USD, GBP to USD, or USD and JPY, the best time to trade from Nigeria is during the London session and the London New York overlap between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. West African time. If you are into Asian pairs like the AUD JPY or the USD JPY, then early mornings from 1 a.m. and 10 a.m. West African time is what actually suits you better. The best time to trade for majors is usually from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the Asian pairs, the best time to trade the Asian pairs are usually from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. West African time.
So yeah, forex market is open 24 hours, but the reality is some hours are hot and some are dead. Understanding this session will actually help you to avoid wasting time and starting at a quiet chart. So instead, you focus on your energy on hours where opportunity are everywhere for you to grab and pick a better trade. If you find this breakdown actually helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section which session of trading do you usually trade or plan to trade. Alright guys, that's it for today. See you in the next video. Thank you.